How's it going, guys? My name is Jakey and today's video is going to be a little bit different than normal. Now, you may know that I'm a fan of JRPGs and I am also a fan of trophies on PlayStation, especially the Platinums. But if you've never watched me before, you probably wouldn't know that, and that's fine. But if you have watched me, you know that I speak about trophies quite a lot, and I have a lot of Final Fantasy 3 videos on the channel, so you could probably assume that I like JRPGs. What I want to do, or what I am aiming to do, is get every single platinum or trophy, if the games haven't got platinums, for turn-based RPGs. Now, they don't have to be JRPGs, it can be any turn-based RPG, because I'm a big fan of turn-based games and RPG is pretty cool. But obviously I've played a few. I haven't got platinum in them all, like Final Fantasies for instance. There's a couple of Final Fantasies I've played where I've just played the game and I haven't gone for the platinum. I've just played it to play the story, get it done, and I've moved on to maybe another Final Fantasy or another game. Now, I know there's a lot of games out there, and I think it was E3, I'm not sure, because like I watched Sony State play, then I watched the Microsoft one, then a Nintendo one, and IGN had the Summer Fest. So I kind of know what games are coming out, and I noticed there are a lot of JRPGs. Mainly a couple of turn-based ones coming out, like Final Fantasy going back to their old roots. And it got me thinking. I've thought it for a while, but when I saw that, I was like, I need to get back on my turn-based. Like, I need to get back on them games. I really want to play them. But why not do it for YouTube? And I always say about doing platinum videos, so why not put the two together and go for it? So, my aim is, even though it's pretty ambitious, is to get every single platinum or 100% on every turn-based RPG. Again, it doesn't have to be a JRPG, a lot of them are Japanese, but any turn-based RPG. And let me just specify what I'm going for, because obviously turn-based can be anything that you take turns in. I don't specifically want to play, like, not that I don't want to play, these ain't the ones I'm looking for. So you got like Final Fantasy Tactics, Disgaea. They ain't the sort of turn-based games I'm looking for. I might play them a bit later down the line, but the games I'm specifically looking for are ones like the OG Final Fantasies, where you've got like a party of 4, 5, 3, whatever. But you take turns specifically. You don't use turns to make moves and then another turn to make an attack. Just like, this is my turn and I'll take it. And considering I am a big fan of the genre, I don't know as many games as I probably should. Like, obviously, I know the main ones. You've got Final Fantasy and you've got Dragon Quest. They're probably the two biggest genres. Even though Final Fantasy has kind of like stepped away from it over the years. But now with this new one coming back, it seems to be turn-based. And the other sort of franchise I know is the Persona franchise and also the Shin Megami Tensei, which is like a similar spin-off, or maybe Persona's a spin-off franchise. So I know them sorts of games. The only problem is I don't know them all. So I would like some help of you guys. Drop them in the comments or whatever, but let me know what other games are like them. So like I said, you can drop the tactics games down in the comments or whatever if you want, or the Disgaeas or games similar to that, but they ain't gonna be like my priority on the list of turn-based I want to play. I mean, 'cause technically I could put chess on the list because that's a turn-based game, like, and there are chess games on PlayStation with platinums. But I'm not going for that. I'm going for that sort of format like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest or Persona, where it's your party, you take turns, you go, they go, you got to adapt to what's happened, maybe kill some status ailments or just kill some HP or give an item to get more MP or stuff like that. That being said, and going back onto Final Fantasy, there's obviously going to be a couple of games that are not included in what I'm trying to do. Mainly because a lot of the later games ain't turn-based. Now, this might be a bit of a controversial take, but obviously 1 through 10 and 10-2 are all going to be in the list, because they're all turn-based. 12 isn't turn-based, in my opinion. You can make it turn-based, I guess, but the main thing of the game is the gambits, and you assign them and the characters will act automatically. Now 13 is kind of similar because it has a button that has auto, so it'll auto pick the moves for you. But the difference is, you still actually gotta click something. And I know, like I said, you can do it in 12, but 12 to me, like, if you get it going exactly how you want it, you can literally just let fights happen and let the game play itself in a sense. I'll include 13 in what I'm trying to do, but not 12. I may do 12 down the line, because like I enjoy the Final Fantasy games. But it's not specifically going to be in this challenge that I'm doing. And obviously, this challenge is going to get very hard because there's constantly new games like that coming out. So, the main thing that I'm going to need from you guys is to be able to like feed me games, basically, because I only know an handful of games. I've got roughly about 80 odd platinums, so like, I'm not new to getting platinums at all. I'm pretty new to getting turn-based platinums. I've got a couple, but I haven't got as much as what I would like. I haven't even played as many turn-based RPG games as I would have liked. Now, if there's comments on videos saying do this one next, do this one next, and I've already got the platinum, the odds are I probably ain't gonna do it. But if I get a lot of comments telling me do this one, and it's all the same game, I might make like an alt account or something and re-get the platinum if enough people want to see it. Like, I'm not against that. The other thing I kind of want to do for platinum runs is have like a camera set up so you can see me and you can see my reactions, kind of similar to how I'm doing it now in this video. But the software I use, or the capture card that I use to get the PlayStation footage, it's got a delay in it, and it's delayed by about 2 seconds, say. And I've managed to make my mic copy that, but I'm kind of having problems with it a minute. So I need to figure out a way that I can make the camera also get a 2 second delay. Because I don't want the camera in with the video in case I need to like pull bits out. So, of me, not of the video obviously. But like, if we need to listen to sound, at least if I've got them separate, you can listen to the sound of the video and then I can add myself in where and when needs be. Kinda like how I used to do my videos when I first started, like towards the end of when I first started, because I kinda figured that out a bit late. But yeah, that is the plan going forward. I ain't gonna stop doing my other videos. You'll still have updates, not updates, but like uploads, regular uploads due to my normal schedule of how I do it. Think of them more as bonus videos, where I'll get them done and then I'll upload them and you can watch them then. Preferably, I would like to aim for 1 video a month, but I work 40 hours a week, each day takes me an hour to get to and from work. Not hour each way, but half hour each way. So about 45 hours of my week is taken up with work, and there's not a lot I can do about it. So I won't be able to get them out as frequently as I might like, because I know that some of the games are going to be like really long probably, especially if you're going for the platinum. Like I said, I haven't played a lot of them. I've played a lot of the Final Fantasies, and I've played a lot of the... Well, I haven't even played a lot. I've played 2 Dragon Quests. I'm currently playing one on my DS now. I think it's Dragon Quest 6. Obviously, it's not on PlayStation, so I can't. But I've only played 3 Dragon Quests. I don't know how long they'll take me. That being said, as well, if there's a game that I get recommended, and it's like, I don't know, say like Dragon Quest 7. And... Actually no, let's not say Dragon Quest, because Dragon Quests are all individual. Octopath Traveler, which I know 2 have come to the PlayStation, but I believe the first Octopath Traveler is only on the Switch, or maybe the Switch and PC. I won't jump straight into Octopath Traveler 2. I'll play the first one first in my own time, then I'll go into 2. I'll also do it like chronological order of how they were released, not how it is, because I think it's an Octopath Traveler 0 as well. So I'd rather do 1, 2, 0 if that's the way they were released in the real world, like. But yeah, keep that in mind, because obviously if you're going to be recommending stuff, like I done it with Treasures of Cold Steel. I started the first game, I completed it, I moved on to the second game because it was like a continuation of the first one, and then I found out that there was this other Trials game, can't remember what it was called, something to do with the sky I believe, and that the third Trials of Cold Steel game kind of tied in with the characters from that game. So I ended up stopping at because I wanted to kind of get them done in the order that they came out, so like I knew what was going on, because I played Yakuza Like a Dragon, which was turn-based. I played that, I thought, right, I want to play a turn-based game. I played that. I loved it. It was brilliant. I then went back and played the Yakuza games, but I done them. I didn't go 0, 1, 2, 3. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 6, because that's the way they were released. And personally, I know people do it 0, 1, but I think the way I done it was better, because you kind of understand story beats a bit better. Like if you start with Yakuza 0, there's a scene in there where she says something that you won't have a clue unless you've played the other games first. So like, I feel like it's better to play games how they were released rather than the actual order of the storyline, if that makes sense. Speaking of Yakuza, I know on Infinite Wealth you can actually move your character around and then select your action. That doesn't kind of go against my rules for the turn-based games that I'm playing, because yeah, it does change combat, but it gives you a boost. It's expanded upon from like what the old combat was. Like Dragon Quest 11 lets your characters move around, but it literally changes nothing. So I didn't actually play it that way. I just went back to the old, you know, we stand in a line, you stand in a line, we fight. Like Infinite Wealth will be a bit of a like difference then to what the tactics games are, whereas like you select move, you then end the move turn, then you attack, and then you end the attack turn. Like that's 3 turns in 1 turn, if that makes sense. So although I do plan on playing them, you can recommend them if you want, because obviously any games I get recommended, I will be looking at the comments, I will be seeing the game, and then I will be checking the game on YouTube, Google or whatever to see how they play. If they fit the criteria that I'm putting out, they'll go to the top of the list. Like not right to the top, but they'll be in like the games I'm more likely going to play other than the tactics sort of games. I don't know whether to do it in a wheel like I did with my job only run, or maybe do polls on my Twitter or on or X it's called now, innit? Or on YouTube to be like, right, it's out of these 2 games, which one should I play? Or maybe I'll just go with the flow. Like I said, I'll be keeping other games, I'll be keeping the uploads coming with the other games, so I may just like pick the games I want to play and do them like that. I may do them like, say the Trials of Cold Steel for instance. There's a couple of them games out. I may do them in order back to back. I may even do them all and put them in one video. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that is the plan going forward. Like I said, I'm probably going to need your help, guys, because I'm not that switched on. I stepped away from turn-based games for quite a while. I've always liked them, but I've always played the games I've known. I've never really gone outside the realm of Final Fantasy and the odd Dragon Quest game that I've played. I did with Persona and I really enjoyed that. Like, I really enjoyed Persona. I've played 3 of them. I've platinumed 2 of them. But the 2 that I've platinumed have totally different versions of the game. So you'll probably see them. And I might even do some older versions. So like 4. I think 4 have got like 3 different versions. If I do 4, I won't do like, oh, I've done Persona 4, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 4 The Revival. Like, as different videos. I'll probably put them all in the same. Unless like Golden and Revival are like 2 totally different games. But I can't imagine they will be. It's basically like a remake or remaster. So they'll all go in like one video. I feel like that's the best way to do it. If you don't agree with that and you prefer to see them as their own individual games, just like let me know in the comments. Say like, no, that's a stupid idea. Keep them individual. We all know where we are then. That'll keep me happy. It'll keep you happy. That's the aim of the game. But yeah. So I do hope you've enjoyed this different but new side of this channel that you're probably going to see, and I will catch you all in a bit. Ta-da!